just got back. My phone died for a little bit, so I'm installing them. It's coming out nice. Coming out really nice. So I'm thinking of leaving this. I'm trying to use this material. I love how old it is and how it looks patina, but everybody that comes in here always complains that it looks very rusty. I don't know, but I'm sure like when you use it and contrast it against the right materials, it can work fine. It is going to be looking really good when it's on. Really hope it's the front of that area now. This looks much better. So that means you can actually treat this just depending on the kind of color that you're looking for and the kind of finish. I'm thinking of what color to paint this, and my initial plan was to leave all this raw, but when I'm looking at the existing surrounding, that's the argument I've been thinking about. It doesn't give you that impression. If you were coming into this space and it was all raw like this and it was well done, like the furnishing was great and all, it would look nice, you know. But the fact that it wasn't, so it's not just gray, because previously we were going to do gray, white, and then wood. That's all. The white for the modern vibe, the gray for the raw feel, and then the wood to bring in some life, and obviously with some greenery, which we already have some. But now thinking about it, it's looking like I can infuse some color. Maybe this can be like pink. Maybe this can be like pink or like gray or something, you know. Gray would be too off, but like pink, a pastel pink. How are you? How's it going? Pastel pink or orange or something. And we have a double level here, so this can be like a mini sit, so somebody can just, you know, sit out here. So we're going to do ready-made leather. We're going to have like leather sits. I'm trying to make a video of it to show how people will be able to sit here, you know, and even work, like use your computers. And we're working on the sockets. So these are the socket points. We did this wiring. We did all of this wiring when the block work was done, before we moved it there. So we have another point there, another point. So when people are sitting in this area, walking outside, they can use their laptops and their phones. We also have an extra point there, but that point is for, we're still not sure whether it's going to be spotlights, but we're thinking like spotlights that will go upwards, will shine upwards, because we don't want to put any, we want most of the lights in here to be kind of ambient. So, and we'll have plants. So those plants, we're thinking of arranging them, all of these plants, arranging them not here now, but behind, you know, behind. But we use these interlocks that we removed and create a level, what will I say, a height that will come just close to this height, but at the back there, and then they'll sit there and kind of provide a screen, so that when you're in this area, this is going to be the inner part of the cafe. So when you're in here, you can be screened from this side and also from that side as well. So then we're applying the tyroline here to the whole facade up until that white point, and it's going to cut across to that point just to separate this area and make it feel like a new space. You see, it's rough as the application that's going on there now. and it takes a lot of it's basically a mix of cement, gravel, and a few materials, and then so when it's finished, it's going to look like this. That's the way this looks. So let's see how it comes out. I hope it comes out nice. Now going inside. This is where we're going to have the booth chairs. They're going to be here. And above the booth chairs, we have a design where it's supposed to be like strips. That's what's on my SketchUp file, but I really feel like inside a cafe, it should be a bit airy, open. So we're trying to make the design something open. So we're trying to maintain these floors against really white walls. We're going to take off these cornices and then just flatten everywhere. We have some wood that's coming around these edges, natural, pure pine wood. This was just made. This is a gypsum board. We just use it to create a kind of partition. It's just to create a niche or like a nook for the boot chairs to sit in, and then go in through this way leads to the restroom. This used to be the restroom for the office, but we did some changes and then we created a partition. This is a new partition wall that was done, but I'm sure it's so dark you can't really see. This is now going to be the kitchen, so there will be a little cabinet here with the granite top. We have a nice backsplash cabinets at the top with some lighting as well. And then, what else? We have sockets everywhere because we expect people to sit and work in different locations. So, and thank you, Colin Roofer. Thank you. See, you said it's nice. Thank you. If you could tell me what's like nice to you, like in the whole project, because I got to a point where now I'll say, I'm a little bit confused about the direction to go. So I started to design, but when I started doing this, I was doing it from my head. I'm just like, I have a vision of what I want to create, but I didn't want to go into designing because I also didn't have the time. So I just started designing like 2 days ago, just to try and bring it. And even though I'm designing, I'm not sure of the design I'm doing. I just feel like, so your glasses, nice. All right. So we also had, I'll show you, we also had a window here. So we just blocked that off with this gypsum board. We're going to have, this is actually gypsum. It's not concrete board. So I'll see if I can get a sample. Yeah, so it's made of, I think, limestone. But it's very good when you have things you want to cover or false walls you want to create, and it's very durable as well. You can screed over it, you can paint over the material. You know, it's like, look, just so easily. So here we had the AC at that wall previously. We're trying to move it here so it'd be above this area and blow straight down here. We're taking off this cornice as well. That's going to go. So now we have these tiles. I have like a lot of them. There was a project I got them for, and then at the end of the day, we ended up not using them. But I feel like they're really, really nice, you see. Like they're really, really nice and really reflective tiles. So I'm just thinking like, you know, the fact that the tile is reflective, it's a material that's not there. It's there, but it can also feel like it's not there. So I'm thinking of where to use it to create the most impact. Either here, because this will be the backsplash. This is the kitchen basically where they'll be making coffee. We're going to have a huge counter slab here where the coffee machine will be and things like that. And then we'll have a cabinet there and a cabinet above. And then in between, I was thinking we could use this backsplash. If not, then I was thinking of using this on this wall, just at the back, you know. But it can just be a bit funny, so that's where we're at. We're thinking of maintaining the floors like this. Yeah. Okay, bueno. So he told me to move because the work he's doing doesn't want it to splash on me. So look at the floor. This is how I wanted to maintain the floor and then have white skirting. Just go white skirting or like the molding that goes on the floor there is just going to go all around. And then by the time the AC is on with the glass there and the wood, I was just envisioning. But now I'm a bit skeptical. Like, am I sure I want to maintain this floor, because it's actually unfinished, but people will know it's unfinished. But when you contrast that fact that it's unfinished when you contract the fact that it's unfinished with the fact that every other part of the building is finished, I think that will create like a huge effect, a good effect. And also a lot of places in Abuja I feel are over-designed. People just want to be perfect. People just design things and just, it's all about material. So if we could strip something of materials and still make it nice, I was thinking that's something to work with, and I'm trying to experiment with that. I hope it's a good idea. 11 minutes, 29 seconds I've been talking. Well, so, graças no. Da aqui. Acho que é que eu não. So we're on it. I'm fixing the gates. I'll go to now. I'm leaving going to the gate. That's the gate. So those are the wood strips, piece by piece, are being put. Hope that we can. That is something that we can finish in time. Hope something we can finish in time. And we have still working on this, trying to make it look nice. Tomorrow we have some other items that are coming here. So we have some furniture, like the furniture outside. We wanted it to be white, just pure white. There, you see, it's so large. Just want it to be at the counter, and then so yeah, I'm going back inside. if I can go.